Have you ever thought about how much less your savings buy today compared to just a few years ago? No? Well, today you're gonna learn about it. Imagine a world where your money grows in value, where the things you want to buy get more affordable each year. Sounds impossible, right? Well, it feels that way because the money we use today is broken and we've simply gotten used to it. Without realizing it, you have been living your entire life in the economic dark ages. A world where the money you use spies on you, steals from you, and locks you into a form of modern slavery. The fiat money you use decreases your ability to plan and save for the future, pushing you towards consumerism and short-term gratification. The fiat system erodes our physical, mental, and spiritual health, as well as the stability and complexity of society. This isn't how it has to be. We finally have the opportunity to leave the dark ages behind and enter a new era. We have a new economic operating system for the entire world, and it's not built by politicians for politicians. It's built on mathematics and sound economic principles for the benefit of all of humanity. This new global economic operating system isn't fully developed yet in terms of infrastructure, but its foundations are solid. It operates with money that has perfect monetary qualities, built on the ideal economic guardrails of a decentralized and immutable ledger. It's not some precious metal dug out of the earth, and it's not a piece of paper with some dead president on it. No, it's a mathematical discovery that exists in cyberspace, a discovery made in the digital world. Bitcoin offers us a system that has the potential to free us from financial slavery, surveillance, and oppression, and save us from societal, economic, and moral collapse. It's a system that, if we build the infrastructure correctly, cannot be corrupted to spy on you, steal from you, or fund wars. Unlike the dollar system, Bitcoin doesn't threaten the stability of civilization or our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. Instead, it empowers and liberates us. Let's go back to basics. Money has three core functions: to store value, to serve as a medium of exchange, and act as a unit of account. For money to work, it must first be a reliable store of value. If money doesn't reliably hold value, no one wants to accept it in exchange for goods or services. When money proves itself as a reliable store of value, it can then become a medium of exchange, something people use for everyday transactions. When this stage is reached, it evolves into the next phase, becoming a unit of account. Unit of account means that prices are commonly quoted in that money. Think of it like this. If I say that a computer costs $3,000, you immediately understand what that means. But if I say it costs 4 million sats, that might be less intuitive because we're not used to thinking in Bitcoin terms yet. Becoming a unit of account follows naturally when money first excels as a store of value and medium of exchange. It's not something that needs to be forced. Just chill. Every form of money must go through these phases, starting as a store of value, evolving into a medium of exchange, and eventually becoming a unit of account. There's obviously a lot of overlap between these phases, but this is the general outline of the process of how society adopts new money. So where is Bitcoin on this path? Well, right now we are at the very beginning of Bitcoin's journey as a store of value. This is the price discovery era, when we're learning what Bitcoin is truly worth. Spoiler, we are underestimating it massively. This moment in history could be one of the greatest opportunities to acquire wealth that has ever existed. Ever. For money to serve its purpose, it must be scarce, durable, divisible, recognizable, fungible, and portable. Gold has been decent, but it's far from perfect. For example, its supply increases by about 2% per year, which can lead to a gradual reduction in its purchasing power if demand does not keep up. However, if the economy grows faster than the supply of gold increases, this decline in purchasing power is less noticeable as the overall wealth increases. Gold is also not easily divisible or portable, especially in a global digital economy, and while it is somewhat recognizable, it can be easily counterfeited. Fiat currencies were born out of necessity when we globalized the economy. We needed money that could be transferred fast and cheap across borders and continents. The problem with fiat is of course that it can be printed endlessly. More and more dollars are created every day, chasing the same amount of goods. The dollar is bleeding out, losing its value because of this endless printing mania. Prices aren't going up because goods and services are getting more expensive. Some people believe it's because of corporate greed that prices go up. But no, that's not true either. Prices are going up because the money is dying. Now imagine a money that doesn't inflate at all and moves unimpeded at the speed of lightning. Bitcoin is unlike any form of money before it. Its supply is not just scarce, it's fixed at 21 million units, making it the scarcest form of money that has ever existed. It's also highly divisible. One Bitcoin can be divided into 100 million sats, and even beyond that if needed, making it incredibly divisible. It's also extremely durable. Bitcoin's durability comes from its purely digital nature. It exists as immutable code on a globally distributed network, which makes it immune to physical degradation and centralized control. Immutability means unchangeable. In other words, Bitcoin is like a digital time capsule. Once the information is in there, it's there forever, because no one can alter it. Just like emails don't degrade over time since they're digital, Bitcoin's digital form ensures it can last forever. So this enables it to exist for thousands of years without being altered or destroyed. It is also easily recognizable, as anyone can verify its authenticity by simply running a node. If you're unsure that you are truly in control of your Bitcoins and that your Bitcoins are truly real Bitcoins, all you have to do is run a node. It's also the most portable form of money ever conceived, with transfers taking less than a second from one continent to another, virtually for free with the Lightning Network. And importantly, Bitcoin is permissionless. Unlike fiat money, it doesn't care who you are, where you're from, your name, your address, your ethnicity, your criminal record if you have one, your politics, your breakfast order, or your favorite sports team. Anybody can use it anytime, day or night, 24/7, 365 days a year. No one can stop you. And you can cross any border with your wealth simply stored in your memory as 12 words. Imagine what that means for refugees or people under oppressive regimes. Bitcoin excels at the criteria for good money, meaning it has a solid foundation to also excel as a store of value, medium of exchange, and unit of account, and without any of the nasty drawbacks of fiat money. One of the most fascinating aspects of Bitcoin is its deflationary effect. Over time, the price of everything falls in relation to Bitcoin. In the fiat system, prices trend toward infinity, and in Bitcoin, they trend toward zero. Let's imagine a future post-Hyperbitcoinization. Hyperbitcoinization, by the way, is not an event like an economic singularity. It's a journey, and we are already on this path. The definitions of Hyperbitcoinization vary, but I subscribe to the definition of a fully Bitcoinized economy, where Bitcoin serves as the primary store of value, medium of exchange, and unit of account across every society. Here's the cool part. Imagine a highly automated future society, a post-labor economy where global wealth has grown immensely, yet we only still have 21 million bitcoins to represent the entire economy. The cost of one bitcoin could be far greater than we can imagine today. And the cool thing is that the cost of a bitcoin will just continue to increase as the economy grows, absorbing the economic value within the economy, storing that economic energy in the network. Imagine a fixed supply of money to represent a growing world economy. If you own some Bitcoin, you own a fixed percentage of the total supply, meaning that you have a percentage claim on the growing world economy. In the centuries to come, our descendants might struggle to believe that some people once owned an entire Bitcoin. We're standing at the edge of a new economic era, one where money works for us, not against us. It's fast, it's fair, and it's finally on our terms. I hope this message inspires you to be optimistic about the future, both for civilization and of course your own. If it did, smash the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the future of money and technology. And let's keep the conversation going. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about hyperbitcoinization. Remember, this is only the beginning of something great. And as always, dream big and be good to one another. Peace out.
Get your copy of Yoni's book, Abundance Through Scarcity, in the description below.